Cause they thought I'd never make it. See me fall down and they celebrate it. Learn how to win with no demonstration. Pop out the cool, got a ventilated. Cause I can't see shit out on 95. Prolific little bitch, I see dollar signs. The shit I done seen got me traumatized. Tryna clear all the pain in my mama's eyes. And my daughter, she watching me closely. Tryna better myself like I should be. Had to chill out with all of that street shit. I came a long way, but don't push me. Rest in peace to my bro, it ain't right though. 20 bands, nothing that's light sauce. Hit the booth and I turn all the lights off. Gotta get in my zone. Gotta turn on my phone, cause all them smiles is fake and I see it. Bad guy, if I got out, be it. Baptized, but I'm living with demons. Trap vibes, so I'm cashing out Neiman's. No face, swear these bitches is heathens, but I don't need them though. Keep my moves quiet, you don't need to know. My new tools silent.
Check. Peace, blessings, all the above. This is that black, well-spoken, black token whose touch is like a Vulcan with the brethren at the Prolific Podcast. What's your name?
Will.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey,
What's up? What's your name?
I'm Berto.
You know what? You look like you're Dulce. You look a little Poppy Chimpu-ish.
I showered today.
Okay. All right, good. Well, I'm Tetris, you know.
Hey.
Here hanging out with my boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, champ.
Welcome aboard. All right. Episode number 7, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see,
He's not shy.
he's not shy.
He's,
Even to bless the studios.
he's done this. He's done this a few times.
This would be my first time.
I like the
First
tone.
time in
They changed the tone there.
Cafe Culture Studios. First time.
I think
But you're not shy around interviews.
I may have oversold my resume.
Oh, so you lied to me.
I may have oversold my
Okay.
resume.
Okay.
When I said like 16, it was kind of like 1.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's only 1 this year. So like you guys would be the first people to interview me this year.
2022.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
2022.
It's like each year you lose your credit score.
Okay.
Right?
Nice.
Is that how it
And your
works?
body count.
It resets.
I transfer my body count like PTO
Like
days.
rollover
Like
minutes.
literally PTO days.
You have
right?
rollover minutes.
Where it's like if a chick tells me that I don't count because we smashed and when we were 15, it counts. It's been rolling over for like 15 plus years.
Oh.
At
You
this point,
started at 15.
I did get it in at 14 actually.
Hey, you beat me to
I
it.
was a late bloomer.
I got it.
I think 15. Yeah,
my,
15.
my virginity story was fucking horrendous. Horrendous. It was like I went to like this private school called Cushman, and like there was like a Christmas party? Like this girl's parents were like, let's have all these middle school kids over or whatever. So like I had literally just popped the tags on my new swag that year, and it was like all that Fat Albert FUBU shit. I
Oh
was like,
god.
oh my god, I'm so Miami and shit, right? And I pop up and my buddy was like, yo, there's this girl, I think you're gonna like her. And I was like, bro, absolutely. Like, let's get it. What am I gonna do? Get to hold her hand or something? Right? I was like, I'm fucking 14. What the fuck do I know about anything? So then like she like starts like they like do truth or dare or whatever. And then whatever, like we get in the closet and we start making out. And then I'm like, all right, this is a good night. This is a solid night.
That's it. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good here. Like
Like I was in the closet making out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good. Homegirl takes off her shirt and like she has like actual titties. And I was like, what?
What do I do?
Right. So I'm like, I feel like she's done this before. Right? Like, cause no one just like does that shit and just like, I'm ready.
Not at 14.
Not at 14.
Shit.
Right? And you know how like it wasn't awkward. She took her shirt off like it was a porn where like she literally did the cross and like over her head and like bloop, bloop. I was like, all right. So I was like, I gave her my best game and pickup line. So I was like, what's up? You come here?
You look familiar.
You look familiar.
So is that when you started rapping? Is that where the bar started coming from?
No, I started rapping later on that year, but it was completely like, and then homegirl like, she was like, "Oh, do you have a condom?" I was like, "Why would I have a condom? I'm fucking 14."
I don't even have hair in my balls. Like, what
right?
are you?
And she was like, "Yo, don't worry about it." She had a condom in her purse. So I
Oh,
was like,
nah,
yeah.
14.
I was like,
That's
she was
wild.
16. She was 16.
I mean,
Yeah, but still.
And I was like, and then I remember like coming home and I telling my dad, he's like, "What'd you do tonight?" Right? Just
he smells it. He
He's
smells.
Smells the latex on you.
Smells this shit. Yo, real shit.
Yo.
You can smell that.
Yo.
You can smell that.
He's like, "So what'd you do tonight?" And I was like, "Dad, I got some pussy." He damn near motherfucking crashed the car. He was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro. Got in there. Pat, pat. 2 seconds. Pat, pat, out of there.
Two pump chump.
You was in there for a good time, not a long time.
That's my motto my whole life.
Before
Right.
Drake. Was that Drake that said that?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So that was your bar. So technically Drake, you owe him some royalties.
Yeah, I need the role. Like I am the king of bad penis gang. Like that's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I am. Like I don't try. I will vouch for it.
You are who you are.
Very little.
Okay.
Like I'm a personality person. So like if you're fucking with me, it's not for the looks.
Yeah.
It's for the laughs. Right?
It's what homegirls Andrea said last episode.
What?
What did
She-
Andrew say
she-
about laughing, huh?
No, she was like that. She's like hooked up with guys purely off of like them making her laugh, and then she catches butterflies.
Oh yeah.
What?
He's like, what was the Andrews V again?
Wow, I'm a fucking joke. Let me just put that out there. I'm a fucking joke here.
It's funny you saying that.
I'm just kidding, guys. I tried with sex. Just everybody who's out there listening, like if you're listening, I try really hard. I will do the best I can to make it to 3.5 positions. Try the best I can. 3.5. That's it.
On the half position is when you're like nutting. Like, you're like trying to switch to like
The half is the finisher.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like trying to switch her into like the next position, and he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's it. 3.5. That's all you get from me. I will do the best I can to get there where like you won't tell your friends that like it was the worst mistake ever. But if it is, I just do the best I can. If I'm gonna be the worst mistake, that means I technically was the best at that.
Hey,
Right?
I'm sure you get an A for effort for sure.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Right? So you know how everybody has like this thing, right? Like a lot of guys will say like, yeah, man, I gotta be funny, because I'm ugly or I'm fat or this and that.
I'm all of those. So
Did
yes.
you start rapping because of that?
Because I started rapping story is way more vain than that. Because I went to that private school, I went to public school for 9th grade, and like
What schools you went to?
Beach High. So like
Which is ghetto as fuck back then. Just
Yeah.
throwing
So,
it out
like,
there.
put it like this. I was still wearing like polo shirts and khakis and like fucking K-Swiss and like Converse and shit because that's what the energy was like at the last school. So I get there my first day and everybody's like fucking Purple City Bird Gang, Dipset for life and shit.
Tall tees.
Tall tees and fucking gold teeth and shit. And I'm like, oh,
And then here comes you walking in.
right?
Carlton's fucking Carlton.
First day of school.
100%. And so like I didn't even know the rules where like the cool kids had to get in the back and like I was out there sitting in the wrong seats and shit. And I was like, oh god, I gotta kill somebody to get some fucking street cred here, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, like my voice never dropped, so I always had this high pitched voice or whatever.
So when you rap though, you got the check.
Yes. You come here often?
Yeah. He's like, all right, guys, I'm about to get in the booth. All right, so Pete, the other.
Murder gang, merch, check. My name's Tetris or Gregory Duster Owens, whichever one you want to ask. So there was a girl in my class named Ashley Fernandez, and I was obsessed with her, right? But she was like one of those.
Damn,
like,
you're throwing out governments too.
I know. I was like,
but that's also like the most popular name in South Florida.
that's true.
Like,
That's true. It's
even
like if you say, oh, I used to be cool with my boy Jose Fernandez. You'd be like, all right,
Oh,
I knew him
okay.
too. Yeah.
Cool, sick.
Yeah.
So she like always hung out with like the graffiti artists and like the MCs and the breakers or whatever, right? So I was like, my head's too big to break dance. I don't have the coordination for it. it's really a plight that I have to deal with every day. Okay, it's something that
I feel like everybody's tried it. Everybody's tried.
I used to break
dance.
dance.
Yeah, like
Is that why you've been silent? You're like, oh, pussy.
he's like that's why I came in the sweats and the fucking. You don't see the blazers.
I got knee pads under this. Imagine.
So you're asking me to step up to the streets?
No. I'm just saying, like I used to back in the day, like when I was like a lot younger and a lot smaller.
Is it? Do
Can
you
you
want
vouch for
me
this or not?
to get served? Are you?
No,
asking
I
me to
would
get served?
literally, I would break everything in this apartment, this place.
It's cool.
The studios.
It's cool. So she invited me to the cipher, and she was like fucking oozing a kiddie pool outside of her, like by this guy rhyming, and I was like, this can't happen. Like literally, like I felt like she needed to change her pants.
Wait, this was what grade? What year?
9th grade. So like I had flirted with rhyming a little bit in 8th grade, and then I had like literally done. I was like, you know what, Mom? These clothes are trash. Okay, I need to do something different here. So I like got the swag up or whatever. I remember like Olympic sixes had just dropped, so I copped those. And then I started rhyming, and it took me like fucking 6 hours to come up with like a fucking 16 bars, right? because I didn't understand that like once you're done with the 16, you still have to keep going. Like it doesn't just stop. Like the guys with the pen in the fucking pad or whatever doing the grinding beat or whatever, and it's like you just got to keep going. I didn't have enough.
Exactly. I ran out. I'm done. I'm done.
I was like, they were like, oh, and I was like, but you guys brought more.
Is that like one of your top embarrassing moments when it comes to rapping?
Yeah, because it was on like they used to put it on the morning announcements and shit. Like, they used to be part of like the morning announcements thing. So that's why everybody would write their 16s and then like have sessions in the morning.
Wait, was it like on the intercom?
No, it was like on the TV. Like you would like they would film it and then put it on the TV the next day.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I have nothing. I have nothing like that.
Yeah.
We even have TVs in our room.
We had the news on because niggas was getting shot in the morning. Like, hey, if you avoid Southwest 37th Street Avenue and shit, like, yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
Only time I ever remember like a TV being in my classroom was when they wheeled one in during 9/11. And I was in 6th grade, I think.
That's OD.
Really?
They like brought it in. I was like, why are they bringing it?
Wait, 9/11, you were in 6th grade?
I think.
No, I was in 9th.
I was in 8th grade when it happened. Because you're 05, right?
I'm 05, yeah.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade when it happened.
Yeah.
I remember
I was in Spanish class. Like, I was in a fucking Spanish class. Like,
that's such like a thing that people are gonna ask.
Nah, dude, I was in middle school. I'm pretty sure I was in middle school.
That is, you're how old are you?
32.
32.
So then, yeah, he probably was in 6th grade because I was in 8th grade when it happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was in 9th.
I was saying like, so what are you talking about?
Wait, no, but I'm only 2 years older than you. So
yeah, it depends on birthdays and stuff.
Oh no, but but I forgot. Up north, you're also a year ahead.
What?
There's a lot going on
You're
there.
up north. You're a year for your. If you would have been my same age,
I graduated at 17.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah.
That up north, you're a year. Like my daughters and my niece, they're a year apart. My daughters are 16. My niece is 15, but they're both in 10th grade. Because up north, they don't have that rule here that they have in Florida. That
About birthday?
yeah, if your birthday's like I think it's like after September, they hold you back a year. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
This is like the
Yeah.
most adult conversation I've had in at least 4 years. Like I gotta be honest, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking
Nah,
forward
let's get back into the music. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into the music.
my
No,
bad.
but like I think
No. I mean, it was relevant.
I think it's a dope question because like the older you get, you realize like how much shit we've lived through, and like we're so
Bro,
desensitized.
how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, so we've lived through like I remember having cassette tapes. Like I remember having Juvenile, like when Back That Ass Up came up. I remember
That's
having
like the
that.
third time he's talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
So he likes.
Should we put it on?
Huh? No, Juvenile. Well, I did say Back That Ass Up.
Yeah.
My bad.
Like, bro,
So-
is this your first?
No, I'm just saying like we've lived through that, like CD era, like
Yeah, our
first
generation,
cell
our
phones,
generation,
like all this other
beeper.
shit.
I went through a beeper.
Yeah,
I
I
had
had-
beepers. I was
yeah.
never connected, but I had a beeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, we developed. We saw the internet for the first time. We saw
Yeah.
AOL. We saw AIM. Like,
So okay, we have to go there in a second, but I have one more follow up. I said like, I tell my nieces because she just graduated from college. I was like, the concept of having an iPod was like completely different.
Mhm.
Like the first iPods came out and they were like $1,000. So
Yeah.
you didn't know.
And
anybody.
brolic
shit
as
shit
shit.
like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit like an iPhone.
So like, and then you could hear the little
Yeah.
right. So like, if you knew somebody with a fucking iPod,
They had
was
bread.
fucking- You were
Yeah, bread.
rich.
Yeah.
So then I remember when they dropped the mini, I was like, oh, this is
$60. I think it was like $60, right?
Yeah, it was like $60.
Yeah, and they sold it at Toys R Us.
Mhm.
I definitely stole one for them before they ran out
coming
of business.
often? You coming here often? This guy comes here often. He comes here
Yeah, I
often.
definitely stole from them. My parents didn't give me shit for that.
I used to go to KB Toys. You guys have KB Toys down here?
What?
Ours up there. We had Toys R Us, but like there was a store called KB Toys.
I'm a Toys R Us kid for the left.
Oh, I am as well. But we had a KB Toy store. It was like big up there. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Great story. I'm Greg.
My name's Gustavo, and I'm not from here.
You're not from here?
No,
You just have such a distinct accent. What is that? Dominican?
no, it's Dothraki.
Wait, so we talk. Since we're talking about, before I forget this, since we're talking about like just generations and what we went through as eras.
Mhm.
Obviously, you guys went through having CD players, right?
Mhm.
I saw an article the other day, and this is so relevant because obviously you're into music. I saw an article that said, "Is old music still killing new music?"
Yeah.
And when I read the article, it meant in a sense of like back in the days, and I'm sure you can attest to this or you can, piggyback on this. Back in the days, like when it was music that came out, when it was albums that came out, I would link up with my boys, like, yo, let's go listen to this, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because you go to Specs, you could go listen to the CD before.
yeah, like, but I'm saying, even if one of us had the money to buy it, like, it would be like, yo, I want to listen to this whole shit, right? Nowadays, first of all, people are dropping albums that are like 27 minutes long, a whole album, 12 tracks, 20. I'm like, how the hell? But do you think that old school music, obviously, being that you're an artist, you're a rapper, it's still killing the new game, because 70% in that article, 70% of music was still being driven by the old music. And I mean old by, I think they said it was a 70, they said 80s, 90s, and early 2000 music.
Well, it's for a couple reasons. I have a couple opinions on it. I think like our parents' music stood the hands of time because like someone had to create that sound. Like I've been lucky enough where I've gone to hundreds of concerts. Shit, you and you've seen me at a Anthony Santos concert.
Yeah.
I've been to Jay-Z. I've been to everything, right? And I think like they had to create those sounds.
Yeah.
Like we love Kanye West because he created a sound, right? We love a lot of these rappers because they created a sound. But at some point, that was not the emphasis anymore. It was just like, we're just going to do what's popular. We're just going to create cookie cutters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
just get views on YouTube and shit.
Exactly.
Just make money.
So like, when I go into meetings, it's oftentimes people, they don't even ask me about my music. They ask me about my analytics. It's no longer about, they don't book who's nice, they book who's popular.
That's crazy, though.
You know what I'm saying? So like, think about how we came up in high school. For you to say, go to a party and for someone to be like, oh, this nigga raps, or oh, this person's nice, or this person does great graffiti, or this person's a great dancer. What's up, Will?
I'm from here.
What's up, Will? For you to do all those things, somebody had to vouch for you. You had to have done something. Like the reason we love the Dipsets, the reason we love those people, because they were different. They sounded different. They were sonically different. So like, it makes sense that because you can play a Michael Jackson CD like this.
Let that shit, whatever comes out is going to be a banger regardless.
Now the emphasis is not about the project in its totality. It's about the single moment. How do we capture that single moment and just like completely beat it to death? Yeah. That's why the TikTok culture is so like popular, crazy, because it's like they'll take one thing and just... I really am thankful for the Busted Challenge, though. I am.
Why you say that?
Because I got to saw all these women that are my age, and you hear their knees crack. Bust it. They're like, ah. And I'm like, that shit was so
a lot of them
cool.
stay stuck down there, too. They had to go crawl to get their phone, and they left the footage on there like that.
Shit, I don't fuck. Anytime girls, I remember like, by the time I got to be like 25, if I was dancing with a chick and she dropped, I'm like, I'm not going with you. Like, you got to come back up.
Like, oh, you got it.
I'm not doing it. But to kind of piggyback, it's like Jay-Z has one of my favorite lines. It's like, do you just listen to music or do you just skim through it? Right? And it's like,
this is more than music. What song was that? You followed that by this is DOA, right? Yeah, DOA.
So I'm like, what's going to be our lasting thought process, right? So like, as a culture, we champion the Kendrick Lamars, the J. Coles, the people that have so much to say. But it's not that they have so much to say. It's just they have more to say than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? They call you conscious if you don't talk about strip club shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they want you to spit the fire shit and make it digestible, but they want you to be a carbon copy. Whereas like previous generations was like, we already have Jay-Z. We don't want another Jay-Z. Where if you right now, it's like, we like Migos, let's get 20 other people. Just like it. You know,
and all of them getting paid.
Now, who do you think, like you said earlier, that, you know, certain rappers have made a certain sound? Who do you think which rapper do you think has made the best sound? Like in today's age?
Or has been the most kind of impactful, right? To kind of be like, oh no, like
that's like that has like set the trend.
Besides Drake. Let's be serious.
Okay.
This
is going to be controversial. Drake has not championed a sound. He just made it. You made it a hot line. You was a hot line. That was a hot song. He basically took that idea and just ran with it. He's the best chameleon on the planet. So like, if Drake, when he met Migos, when they did the Aubrey and the Three Amigos tour, Versace had just dropped. That was the first time you heard Drake do the Versace. Medusa Miami and all. Of course, I know it's fire as fuck. But what's up, Will?
Yeah, I've heard that song.
That's good. That's good. Let me know if I'm going too fast.
No, that's cool.
So I think the most influential people right now, I would have to say, like, you got to go Migos. You have to go, like, the Atlanta sound pretty much boomed hip hop. So you got like, Migos, Future, Yachty, Uzi, like that little crew.
But I feel like Future was like the head of that group.
He's the head of the sound.
Yeah.
So when people talk about like the four-headed monster, it's always like Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, and then the three-headed monster, and then like you have like honorable mentions like Wale and people like that for like lyricism. The four most important people in hip hop, period: Drake, Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Future.
Shit, I don't know if Future was up there in that category.
Well,
then again, he's the one that created that sound and that.
He's the most important person to that entire demographic.
That's crazy.
Because if you come down south, so I made this comparison before. Migos to this generation is what Dipset was to us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's identical. Like how Dipset dressed, we dressed. How Migos dressed, they dressed. Okay? When you look at the South, you look at like people like Jeezy. Okay? Jeezy is like Jay-Z to all the rest of us. But in the South, Future is their Drake. Future is our Drake. The moment you leave Miami doesn't count. Let's be clear. Miami doesn't count. But the moment you leave this radius and go north, Future's.
Yeah, like you got like Mississippi, like all those like southern states, Tennessee, Atlanta.
Yeah, so Future is incredibly important, like to all that. Like Future, I'd say like the southern hierarchy of like importance. I would say like Future, Gucci, obviously the Atlanta movement. So you have like the Yachty's, the Uzis, all of them.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Titty Boy.
So dope. And I also made the comparison that Kendrick Lamar is Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Like they're like the importance of Andre 3000 to like my sister's generation is the exact same thing that Kendrick is. 4 albums, 4 albums. 4-year hiatus, 4-year hiatus between albums.
Shit.
Conscious, artistic. It's the same difference. They're the same like trajectory. The reasons we love Andre 3000 are the same reasons we like Kendrick.
Yeah, he had that sound back then for us. So Kendrick is the sound for these people now. That makes a lot of sense.
I talk about people looking at me crazy. What? I'm like, I'm not saying who's a better rapper. I'm saying Kendrick is that Phil.
Yeah.
Drake is the Jay-Z Phil.
Yeah.
Right? J. Cole is the Nas Phil.
That's gonna happen with everything though. It's gonna happen with sports. It's gonna happen with artists. It's gonna, it's like when we talk about the whole LeBron and Jordan comparison, right? Like Jordan's the GOAT. I don't care what anybody says, right? Because that's my era, and I'm gonna be biased as fuck.
And it was a totally different era compared to.
Yeah, of course. It's actually rougher. Like Jordan played against majority of the NBA. Yeah. You had 1 or 2 hot guys, not hot guys. I mean, like hot, like they were balling up, right? Yeah. You can name how many people LeBron, whatever. I'm not gonna get to that. The point is,
well, I just have one question, just one point, just to kind of piggyback off that. Jordan's era accounts for 24% of Hall of Famers. Period. His era. Jordan accounted in a decade, or almost like in a decade, 6 titles. So that would have meant 20 plus Hall of Famers of the 500 plus players in the NBA never saw a title because of
Jordan.
Person.
Yeah, and LeBron would never have that.
Like,
and there's people running circles around LeBron still.
Like Jordan bullied everyone. LeBron bullies his little brothers.
Yeah, you saw that.
And who was it that said it?
It was this dude that was on
first on FS. It was
on I Am Athlete.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Is it Alan Richardson?
He played for the Nets, right?
No, it was
Wasn't it for the Nets?
No,
When it was New Jersey. When it was New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was New Jersey Nets.
No, Al Horford. No, Al.
Yeah, no.
Harrington.
No.
Harrington. Yeah. Al
He
Harrington.
played for the
Harrington.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the Pacers.
Yeah, so like that's a good. I mean, I could talk.
It's a great
sports.
No, and it's the truth. Like you can't like you can't.
But all right, so wait, going back to my question real quick before what was my question?
About music standing time.
Do you think that would you say, coming from being a rapper and being an artist, do you think that now that since rappers are going so independent, right, and they're making a lot more money than people did back then, people had buy albums and all shit for the people to make back money in the 90s and early 2000s. Do you think that rappers now, it's a little easier for them to make it versus our generation with the Jay-Z's, the Nas, the Big Pun?
Well, because people made way more money in music before. Because like labels were giving out deals. The difference is that labels could see you and be like, you know what? I like his image. I like him. He can rap a little bit. I'm gonna put money into him and develop him.
Yeah.
Right? That shit is
It's
out
gone.
of the fucking.
Long gone.
They don't want to develop you.
Yeah.
They want the baby without the labor pains. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to like just exist. So like I think the potential to make money is there, but it takes so much hard. It's just so much more work. Like,
So you think it's harder now?
yeah, because it's
Even
so
with like
much harder to get
streaming and all this
paid.
other shit.
It's so hard to get paid. Like to put it like this, for you to make. So like let's say if your album went platinum, let's just go there. A platinum album is 1 million streams or 1 million album sales. Okay. Now they have it. If your album gets streamed 10 million times, then you're platinum.
Oh, okay.
Okay. For you to make $20,000 in streaming money for every 500,000, that's 20,000. I'm sorry, 2,500. I'm sorry, right? $2,500.
$2,500?
Yeah.
For every 500,000 streams?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's trash.
So it's easier because you don't have to physically get up and go to Best Buy and cop an album.
Uh-huh.
But now they also quadrupled.
Yeah, Spotify for every stream, it's like 0.0002.
Holy shit.
So think about this now. My first album did really well.
Out of tokens, 1010, you know what I'm saying?
1010. In 1010, everything is 2020 vision. You know what I mean? Check. That was my rapper voice. I'm going to ask this question because we talk about music and it's such like a important portion or important part of my life. Our life? Okay. If you could go to any concert, person's dead or alive, any era, who would it be? Top 5. Go.
05? Damn.
You said it has to be an 05?
No, top 5.
Top 5.
Oh, top 5?
Yes.
Obviously Biggie. I would want to see Tupac. This is gonna be kind of weird.
Let's go.
But AC/DC.
That's not weird. Why would that be weird?
AC/DC. I've always wanted to see them live. That's 3.
He's so cultured.
Yeah, do 3. 5 is...
Yeah, 5 is...
We're not artists, man. Like, we don't have this shit on top of our heads, but...
There's no way that you don't have 2 more people that you would like to see.
Don't
All
say,
time?
because I want to say my 5 first, and then you could...
I'm not going to say mine.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
seeing
okay.
If you had any more.
all time. So I could say like something today.
Yeah.
Today, the
I mean, I
person
can
could
still
be-
go.
wait, wait,
I'd rather go with someone
wait.
dead.
It could be today. The person could be dead,
Yeah.
or it could be like something random.
So AC/DC is the random one for sure.
Okay.
I would have liked to seen the Beatles.
Okay.
I would have picked that.
Okay.
I'll think about my 5th one. Go ahead. I can't.
Okay. Thank you, Will.
Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate you asking me. Thank you so much. Means a lot.
Hey.
That was a great set of answers there, Willie.
There you go.
Oh, the little... That was cool. That was cool. All right, me, Michael Jackson, by far. That. I get chills looking at his concerts. Like Michael Jackson.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Oh, you got another one. You're on the roll today, huh?
Yo, so I'll do Michael Jackson. The Beatles was definitely one that I was gonna say. Honestly, Selena.
I would love to see Selena in Texas.
I would love to see Selena anywhere.
I like to see it.
Let me see. What did I say? Michael Jackson, the Beatles, Selena.
I'll do anything for Selena.
Anything for Selena's.
Selena's
You know those.
Late night
Two more.
all the world.
I would definitely want to see Biggie. I would want to see the whole Puff Daddy and the Family in the 90s.
I would love to.
That was like my era. Like that shit to me had me in front of my TV like when it came out on
I thought you
local
were doing
channel.
the fucking Little Kim.
Yo, I'll do the.
Dodging bad vibes in 2022.
Who would be the fifth? I don't know about Pac, man. I wasn't like I respect Pac as an artist, but
I'm not a Tupac.
That shit
I'm not
there's one other there's two concerts that I'm thinking of. 3 concerts. There's one AC/DC concert where like I can't remember where it was, but like you can see people like as far as the eye can see. And there's multiple ones.
Too?
No, but Woodstock's one of them. This is what I was gonna say. That's the third one. So I would have liked to been at Woodstock, the AC/DC concert, and I don't know what concert it was, but when DMX did the fucking
That was Woodstock too.
yo,
was that?
when he had the whole world there?
Yeah.
That's Woodstock.
That
too.
I would want to. That would be my fifth. Whatever
Yeah.
that is, yeah, bro. I've never seen some shit like that.
My list is a little bit different. Number 1, I'd want to be in Seattle with Kurt Cobain. Like I'd want to get like the whole grunge thing and like see him like fucking
Mosh
kill it.
pit.
I'd love to see James Brown because like
Oh, it was a good one.
99% of all hip hop beats
Originated from that.
originated from James
That's a
Brown.
fact.
I would have loved to see Jimi Hendrix, but like Hendrix in like Great Britain, like before he knew he was like that.
Yeah,
shit. You know
before
what
he was
I'm
that
saying?
guy.
I would have loved to see this guy's name. I guess Freddie Mercury and no Freddie Mercury, no Bohemian Rhapsody, no Queen, no. Shit, I was singing that shit.
Well, answers for an artist are always going to be different.
Yeah, like you have a
because
different.
he has an ear.
I think my thing with the Bohemian Rhapsody shit, like ever since like the movie came out and like that song is just like I don't know, when that song comes on, it annoys the shit out of me.
What? I was out here in Wayne's World, fucking my sister Delja and I just like jamming our life. I was singing the guy version, the like high pitched version, the girl version.
Yeah, I
don't. And then
It's out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
out
Like,
here,
with it.
out here. And then I would
Not
have
with it.
loved to see. There was a concert in '93 in New York at the Tunnel where it was De La Soul, A Tribe Called Quest, Notorious B.I.G. and the undercard was Nas. So like,
And this is all this isn't probably in the 90s.
yeah,
They're all their fucking
So
prime.
Biggie, so Nas had not popped yet. So Nas got his break because he did this song called Live at the Barbecue. Yes, yo, yes, yo, yes, yo. And it's like, my architect pleases. I went to hell for snapping Jesus. Like,
Gotta play that in the background. Yeah,
Rebel to America,
That shit was fire.
Clayton Mass Hysteria, Street Murder Rope, right? So I would have loved to see that. And that was just, so no one knew who the fuck he was. It was just like, he had come on Stretch and Bobito's show in Hot 97 before Hot 97 was like
a thing.
because like you couldn't play rap on the radio because it was only like rock or like disco.
Yeah.
So they had one hip hop show called Stretch and Bobito, and he came up there, spit a freestyle, and then like the streets starting to buzz like, who the fuck is this guy? Nas. He did Live at the Barbecue. Shout out to Large Professor, and Large Professor introduces him to fucking MC Search. MC Search introduces him to fucking DJ Premier, Q-Tip, all these people, and then Illmatic popped off. So like literally that show was like the precursor to him becoming
who he
was. So I would have loved to just been on a fly on the wall, like with a fucking high top fade, kicking to somebody's mom, being like, "Oh, who the fuck is this? You hear that? It's kind of
Wearing like a sweatsuit and shit like that. Like
with some fucking British knights and shit, like with a toothbrush in my ear, like just fucking. That would have been like that. That was crazy. And I know we've always talked about music, but like my favorite day in hip hop was Illmatic, 36 Chambers, People's Travels, Tribe Called Quest, LL Cool J, and I'm missing one more. But all 4 of those albums dropped the same day.
No shit.
So like they always say that's like the greatest day in hip hop because like
What day was that?
I know it was in '95. So Biggie had just passed. Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt came out in '96. So '95. So '94 you have Wu-Tang, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, all these people. Will Smith had won the first Grammy that year, so hip hop's now taking over or whatever. And then like the next year you have that, and the next year you have Jay-Z. So it's kind of like.
Now, I have a question. What was the, if you can remember, I'm sure you can. What was the last CD you ever bought?
I buy CDs still.
Well,
where?
Okay.
Like I'll just order them off Amazon and shit.
Like Circuit City.
No, that's out of business. It's out of business. Like that's what I'm like. Wait, I'm actually interested in that because
yeah. I buy CDs.
Blockbuster.
But the last CD that like I bought when CDs were popping was Outkast Stankonia.
I remember the last CD I bought was when Kanye West and 50 Cent had the battle. So it was like
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
No, it was Kanye West's Graduation. Remember when him and 50 Cent had like a duel, like whoever sells the most?
I don't think that was on Graduation. I think that was Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But
it was the album was Graduation.
What was 50's?
I can't remember what. Yeah, with the teddy bear.
Massacre.
Massacre?
Yeah.
That album was trash.
Yeah, that's why fucking
Kanye killed him.
Kanye killed the shit. Okay.
So,
those were the last two I ever bought.
Yeah, I actually bought the Aventura CD. What is this shit with
But like, where you
don't get it twisted. Like Greg is mad Dominican. We go to Tipico right now, and he'll be pulling all y'all girls and dancing bachata like if he's born and raised in DR in the Heights.
And Cibao.
Yeah, like
facts. This footwork don't ever die. Footwork don't ever die. It was my way to get into like the super like I don't want you to date black guys households. So I was like, oh yeah, where are you from? Oh, I'm Dominican. Where's your mom from? Oh, she's Cuban. Oh, all right, cool. Your grandmother's like black Cuban or like white Cuban? And she'd be like, oh well, she'd explain it, and I was like, so I gotta figure something out here because your grandmother definitely has a thing against black guys. So it was like I had to learn how to like get my shit going. So.
It all started with, was it Angela Fernandez?
Yeah, 100%.
Rapping and dancing.
I danced in like 7 quinceañeras, like back to back to back to back. And it was like the most ridiculous thing because like I didn't understand like how Hispanics spoke to each other. So like I would be sitting there and be like, Negrito, hey. I'd be like,
that's you.
You're darker than my shirt.
Yeah, well, Hispanics are mad racist.
Yeah.
You are like oil spill black. You are fucking turned off television black. You are fucking hefty bag black, right? And you're talking to me like that. I was like, you know what? So yeah.
So wait, so where are you playing these CDs? Like you have a CD player?
I did.
Like a boombox or something?
I did. I used to have a CD player. My last 2 cars.
Do cars still have CD players?
Mine does.
You have to like request it. Like,
yeah, mine doesn't.
I just thought about that. I don't think my shit does.
Nah. Like when I got my car, like I was like, I had like
You might have a 6-disc changer in yours.
How the fuck am I gonna have a
in the trunk?
Yeah, in the trunk. I didn't say that to be.
I remember that like
weird.
BMWs used to have them in the trunk.
Yeah,
my dad's car used to have them in the
In
trunk.
what year, bro?
97.
I'm being serious. Like I know somebody has an M like 5.
What year is it?
2022?
No, like recently, and but he might have requested it, or it might have been.
It had to have been.
But
I haven't
why?
seen
I
that
mean-
shit. You know, you pop the box out and
Yeah.
like
That's what I know. I had like one of my brother's like CDs, and I was like, oh, when I got my new car, I was like, let me pop this shit in, and I'm like looking, and I was like, wait, there's nothing here. So I went in the glove box. Usually like they'll have like the little disc change in the book. I went in there. I was like, well, I went in
and
my
then
trunk.
Mercedes started having it here in the armrest.
Oh, I don't have Mercedes, but
Now I'm gonna go look in the car because I'm curious now. Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
That's
I don't
what
know.
we do here. That's what we do here. We just spark debates.
Push the start
Push
cylinders.
the fucking envelope here. Right? I don't come here often, but these do. So like.
So where do you listen to them? You just said you still buy them.
I just buy them just to have them.
Oh.
I'm not lying. I would love that too. I would love to find that fucking folder that I lost in New York.
Bro, I had a binder like the big Jones like this,
Yeah,
like
man, with a shoebox too, full of. And I just lost that shit in New York.
So are you hoping to like maybe one day meet these people from like sign it or something?
I just think like the digital.
Or are you just holding on to like a time, like a time,
Yeah, I just feel like
an era?
everything I wear is vintage. Everything I wear is like, or everything I'm really into is like kind of nostalgic, because I remember how those things made me feel. Like I remember the process of like you getting a CD, taking the jacket out, reading the whole thing, going through and seeing if they had lyrics, going through and seeing all these things, and then you're on MTV watching the diary, then you're watching the making of the video, then you're doing all that, and all of that like made you understand so much, so you just press play.
Yeah.
Even if it was bad or if it was good, you just press play
and
digest it, right? And I remember that excitement, and sometimes like this digitized era, it doesn't give me the same feel as like when the song comes out, you just pressing download. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I used to give my parents' computer like HIV from downloading songs. Like it was
LimeWire.
Shit was can't get on the phone. You can't do shit. Get who the fuck is on the internet?
Bro.
Hold on, mom, I got.
Give me time.
We got DSL.
Freestyle. Get the fuck off the phone. You know what I mean? Like so, like those moments for me meant something.
Yeah.
Like I wear vintage because you might not know this. They might not know this, but he knows this. I was like a Miami douchebag for like a long time. Like I was. Lower your voice, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't come here often. He still is. Don't listen to him. But I was a Miami douchebag. I was like the poster child fuckboy. Like I was making good money. I was designer this, name drop that, fast car, the whole nine. And like I got so lost in trying to impress people that things didn't make me feel good. You know what I mean? Like it didn't like make me feel happy. So then I went back to a time.
It's okay to cry here.
You're welcome.
Just put it out
I went back to a time where like these things made me feel like they were me. So I get excited about when I see things that are older. I get excited about kind of feeling those things. I think that's like we all kind of search for that in regards where it's like you look for that same high, you look for that same moment, and like mine just happens to be music and clothes.
But do you think that can be kind of contradictory now, being that like vintage stuff is like pretty much like in the sense of priced as designer?
So my thing is this,
because I know them vintage tees cost a couple bucks.
No, like so, this.
Yeah, they do. I'll say it like this.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying like.
No.
Can you see that?
It doesn't matter what you do as long as you do it for you. You know, so like when I buy my vintage, I mean, I just got a pack in. I only wear Miami vintage. Strictly, there's maybe FSU too, but for the most part, it's Miami vintage because I want to like grab something from my childhood, right? Like I just got a Gloria Stefan like jacket and like 2K.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I got it at Goodwill. Yeah. And it was like lower your
doesn't matter where you got it. How much you pay?
I'm super cheap.
That's the real question.
But yeah, like I just think like as long as you do whatever you do and it's for you, then like that hole doesn't get so big. But the problem in Miami is that the biggest drug in Miami is, contrary to belief, is not cocaine. It's vanity, right? So like everyone is searching for that next big thing. Everyone is searching for that. Damn, right? So like you don't even understand how much you have. Like Berto, I saw you get rid of a whole bunch of sneakers. Like you purge because it's like this doesn't mean as much to me as it did. That takes a different type of person, and it's like the more you get, the more you understand that like that.
None of that shit means anything.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
now for another a follow-up question with that, like you said that you're trying to hold on to like get a grasp of like your childhood. Do you think there's something that happened in your childhood that makes you feel like still that you want to bring it back to you?
I feel like I struggled with vulnerability and honesty for a good portion of my adult life. So like I looked at it and thought about it like this. Instead of being this person, I would fill in gaps with like lying or just fronting that like I was okay, besides like facing these problems, right? So like as you get older, that hole gets bigger. As you get older, your hole gets bigger, right? So like I've done a lot of cool shit in my life. I've been in a bunch of cool places. I did not do all of those things just because I wanted to. It was always because it was with someone else's thought. Like I didn't pick the sport I played. I didn't pick my major in college. I didn't pick the school I went to. I didn't pick all these things that like really frame who you are as a person. And I used to pride myself on being a chameleon. You take me to Coral Gables with, the Brickell crowd and the ha 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 ha, right, of Miami. I'm ready. You take me to Alapata, he just said it. I'm ready, right? You take me anywhere, I used to feel that. But each one of those groups of people got a different version of me, and I didn't like that. I wanted to stand on something and say, like, this is who I am, this is what I represent, and that's it. So when I look back at my childhood, there were moments and things that made me happy. So that's what I was going to stamp on. That's what I'm going to be a part of, right? Like, anytime anyone sees me, I wave like I'm 10 years old. I'm super happy ear to ear because those are the moments, those are the moments that, like, make me happy. So it's not something that happened traumatically, but it was one of those things where it's like, I actually, in the most adult way, sent so many text messages to girls that I had broken up with or I had done wrong by, like, because I understood that it was not them, right? That I may have pushed them to be the person or, like, have this, like, inequality or, like, this kind of, like, chip on their shoulder because I wanted them to make me happy. I didn't know who the fuck I was. How can I, like, ask someone, yo, like, we should date. Yo, we should do that. I can't give you what you can give me because I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm going to stand for. You know what I mean? So, like,
there's a, like you just said right now, because I know I'm going to end up forgetting this. Like you said, like, you can do the Brickle crowd, you can do the Alapata crowd, but then you sit back and you think what you said, that they all have their, like, their own perception of you because, or you're with Brickle, you're with the uppity people, you're in Alapata, you're with the whatever. So do you think that that's just not, like, you're saying that they're seeing different versions of you, or like they're seeing you in different ways, but it's like you are all those ways, so then that is you?
No. Yes and no. I think you're thinking of it in a way of, like, access or impression. I'm thinking that not everyone deserves access to full portions of you, but everyone should know what you stand for.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Right? So, like, if someone meets you today and they say, you know, Will's a good guy, Will's a good guy, and they trade stories, your character should still be the same.
Yeah, you're still a good guy.
You're still a good guy.
Yeah.
That person over there may say something about me way different than that. Right? That was what the problem was. It was never about the access. It was never about, like, me being able to, like, enjoy it, because you want to be cultured, right? And I think, like, being Black and Hispanic men, you're forced to be in a tug of war consistently, where if you do well for yourself, you have your friends who didn't, right? But if you don't connect over there, the first thing people say is that you changed.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
People looked at you strange, like you worked that hard to be the same. You know what I mean? Thank you, Hove. And it's like, now you have to try to assimilate into environments that, like, you don't have people like you, right? You don't have a ton of people at the top that look like you. So now you're forced to, like, figure out how you can mirror that without losing yourself, right? I know it. Shit, I was Zara's best customer. I was fucking J. Crew's best dude. Like, I was out here. Brooks Brothers' best brother. Bowtie Tuesdays. Wingtips. The whole nine. Like, and that's all lovely, but I was doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So, like, when I looked at, like, the reason the music came about was that everyone that knows me knows how much fun I have on these good nights, the Peach Fuzz nights, the Wynwood nights, because the music was, like, the most important to me.
Hit you different.
It hit me.
Yeah.
And it was like,
it wasn't just a night out. Like, you were like, you're sitting there, like, having a good time, but you're also thinking, like, damn, and, you know, your mind starts racing, like, and you start getting into the zone of, like, what if I just said this and this and that, and you start,
and it's just like, it's just one of those things where I needed to be a part of it, and it started off as something that, like, shout out to Cypher in the Circle, CIC gang, check. But they would have, like, monthly ciphers. And I came one day and it was like, all right, I love freestyling, but then I had to, like, dust off the rust, you know what I mean? And then it was like, it happened for once a month. And then it was like twice a week. And then it was like
10-10
every day.
Out of tokens.
You know, quarantine happens. I'm stuck in my house all day. And it was like, bro, I don't want anything else but just peace.
Mm.
You know, like I've been blessed. I've made some pretty good money in my life, but every single time I got paid, like those big dollars, I didn't love the outcome. Like I didn't love like what I instantly writing did.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like for me, that's what I say like music was. That moment saved my life.
Now I have a question. Do you, because you kind of touched on this earlier, but you didn't like go into it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I won't ever go back to a point where like you'll meet me and not know what I stand for, right?
Because they say like a person, most people don't know what they want, right? In life, like a lot of people don't know what they want, and why is that? And they say that there's two reasons why you don't know what you want in life, and it's A, you either already have it, or B, you don't know yourself. So
that's also true, but our generation was taught not to have opinions.
Yeah.
So the problem was that like our parents screamed, go to college, be a doctor, be a dentist, be an accountant, be this, be that. So like you attribute happiness to things, to moments. So rather
to titles, professions,
right? So rather than saying like, you know what, I like to draw, so I'm just gonna draw. The first thing most people say, oh, you're never gonna make any money being an artist.
Yeah.
It's like what they say about teachers.
Right.
People love teaching. A lot of people love teaching. There's no money in being a fucking teacher.
You're not being a teacher.
Yeah.
So it's like you tell your parents. I remember telling my dad, I was like, Dad, I gotta be honest. Like, I don't. My major in college was political science economics, because my mom was political science, my dad was in economics, and they were like, you're gonna do this. You're gonna go into politics. You're gonna do all that stuff. So like, my whole life,
I play tennis while you're at it.
Yeah, basically. And growing up, I didn't even want to play tennis. I wanted to run track or play soccer. And my parents were like, no. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I feel like I would be good at like business administration and like fashion merchandising, right? Like the business of fashion. Like I don't want to design shit, but like I want to like be in the fashion business. That didn't work. My coach wasn't okay with it. My guidance counselor wasn't okay with it. And then they were like, you're never going to make six figures. And I was kind of like, yeah, you're right. That's a good thing. I stopped making music in college, and I actually opened up in the same summer for Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, and The Roots in the same summer. Like, back to back to back. I told my parents, I was like, I think this might be my thing. No. Okay, all right, are you guys sure? Yeah, okay. So it was like, they were like, you're not going to make 100,000. And then what they forget to tell you is that like the moment that happens, like your life doesn't change.
It's the same shit.
It's the same shit. So like our generation was that's why people find so much more success after 30 now. It's because like you tried it their way. Mom, I tried it your way. I'm fucking unhappy.
It's very true.
That's why we have so much obesity. We have so much fucking health problems, because you're stressed all the fucking time.
Mental health problems.
Because like your mom and dad, you don't want to fucking let them down, right? Specifically if your parents didn't come from a lot. So you're they're looking at you, and you're looking at all the fucking sacrifices that they made for you. And it's like, well, shit, I can't fucking say no to them. I got to do something for them. I am their retirement plan. So it's like.
At what age did you reach that? Or have you reached it?
That where I was like, I can't live for anybody else?
Yeah.
10-10. 10-10, 2020.
Check.
And it was just like one of those things where it was like.
So you were 30?
I was.
32.
30. No, yeah.
It wasn't. You wasn't 30.
31. 30, about to be 32. So like, it hit me, and it was like, I unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, got out of a relationship. And
it's whatever you look at it.
It varies by day. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest things was like, I want to find happiness in myself, but you see yourself in other people, right? So like, The Weeknd has this one song where it's like, you don't want my love, you just love my potential, which is a fucking bar.
It's a bar.
That is a bar. Right? I was like, damn, Abel, you might want to do some more drugs, because back then you were saying some shit. I'm just kidding. I don't condone that. I'm just kidding. But it just happened overnight, and I think like I've never been this honest about the valleys and peaks, the being broke, to bro, I had a fucking Porsche, I had a fucking condo, I was fucking.
But you still have a condo.
This is true,
Fuck.
but
And you still have the Porsche.
I'm just not there the same anymore. You know what I mean? So like, just trying to find happiness intrinsically, and just kind of knowing that like, what I do, no one can do better. Not because they're not better lyricists, but it's just no one is me. You know what I'm saying? No one can tell this story like I can. So it's like, once you understand your power and you're super possessive of it, and I think that's one of the things that people forget, where it's like, once you have your light, people will come to try to dim it. People will try to tell you that you're not doing it the right way. You know what I mean? And it's like, how powerful or how like possessive are you of you? And then you surround yourself with people that understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friends in my inner circle, you know this guy? You come here often?
Oh.
Right? They understand that, like, I had to go through a lot. Like, I don't pretend to have been the best friend. I don't pretend to have been the most honest person on the planet my whole life. Like, I don't pretend those things. What I will say is I put peace to those demons and say, like, all right, like, I'm just going to be happy, and whoever is going to come along for the ride, will come along for the ride. And I think, like, anytime I talk to anyone when they're struggling, I'm like, don't worry about the race. Just finish, like, Jada Kiss has a fucking line where it's like, it takes a lot just to get a little. That's why when I'm finished with the top, I'm going to land in the middle. You know what I mean? I pretty much use rap as my gospel. You know what I mean? It's like in Corinthians, first verse, second. You know what I'm saying? Like, I basically use bars.
It's like spitting at girls, like, yo, at the bar, like, yo, shorty, like, Sir Mix-a-Lot says, baby got back. Like,
nah, I walk up on girls like, what's up?
Drake lyric. Drake lyric.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Because mine is definitely way more fucking fucked up. So, like, I would rather...
I mean, I don't know if my shit is even relevant now. I want to go back to, like, what you were saying about the vintage shit and why you collected and all that. Like, I was trying to hold him.
Go. He can always put that after. What happened?
No. So I wanted to just piggyback on what you said before about why you collect vintage shit, right? And what it made you feel back then. And I'm glad you brought that up, because we've had conversations before, and I've mentioned it to the people, but like, some people don't get it, right? Like, growing up, a lot of my drive and my ambition came from the shows that I watched, the music that I listened to, the clothes that my parents couldn't afford, the sneakers that my parents couldn't buy me, right? So it's like, that shit literally gives me chills, because when you said that, the way you kind of like reliving that now as an adult is, you feel it. You got the clothes, you know, you feel like, all right, this is probably a lot of the drive and shit. I'm just like, I used to love watching MTV Cribs, and I was just like, yo, I want that. Right?
Factual.
I want the nice car, right? And it's not because it's gonna make me feel better. It's just that I wanted to challenge myself, right? So when you said that, I was like, fuck, man, he gets it. Because that brings a part of me that reminds me when I was 10, 12, 13 years old, seeing my parents go through a divorce, seeing barely food on the table and all that. I'm just like, yo, whatever I do when I get older, I got to provide this, right? And this is before I even knew I was going to have kids at 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, somehow I made some shit work. You know what I mean? But that was a very valid point. And I wanted to piggyback on that, because a lot of people don't ever feel that. A lot of people will never understand what it feels like to look at something and want it, but not know how you're gonna get it, and be in a fucking room, sharing a room with your sister,
and not have like parents that are gonna teach you.
And then go outside and got worry about getting fucking shot and going to school and just to survive. Like, a lot of people are not gonna understand.
You gotta go to, so like my one of my favorite things to talk about is, like, they say that the first king killed for his spot, right? The first one killed. Like, you've built a better life for your kids than what you had, right? You had to kill and die every single day for that, right? They say that the second generation is the people that are for the second generation would be the people who want to make you proud because they don't want to be the fuck up, right? The third generation, their kids are the people who fuck it up, okay? So it's like, because you didn't go to war for it.
Yeah.
The expectation is just there.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, for me, what I always say is that like I love what
Say it again.
Say that one more time. Start that sentence.
Say it
one more time.
right. Say it right this time.
what
Just say exactly what you just said right now.
just right now.
Yeah, just say the whole thing you just said right now.
Say it right.
Don't overthink it. Just say what you just said right now.
I said for me.
A
Could've done
little
better.
shaky, a little
Whatever.
shaky. You could have done a little
This will
better.
be the last time you're on this podcast.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And this will be the last time we ever say this again.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of pressure. there's a lot of pressure coming. But no, I say it like you have to go to war for something, and I think like if you've never fought for your spot, and that's an everyday thing. That's a mindset. Like that's like a different point of view because like what people don't tell you when you work into corporate America or work a job, you lose a little bit of yourself every day.
Absolutely.
Because you have to appease him.
Add
You
a,
have to
add a her in there just in case.
Her, yes. Her, whichever, pronoun you
A her and a they just in
there,
case.
you know what I'm saying?
Which
ironically- Which ironically is, but you have to fight for yourself. You have to fight for a spot. And it's almost always in silence. And it's like
90%.
it's almost always
It's draining.
in
It's
silence.
fucking draining.
It's almost always in silence because it's like you can't stop.
Yeah.
Right? So like
Because you're trying to survive.
you're trying to survive, but then people the hardest thing to do is not look at a finish line. And I think like the biggest thing that I've learned in my life is that small moments create momentum. And my grandfather used to say, keep working, it's working, and always peace and blessings. Right. So that's like something I live by. And it's like you have to fight for your spot. And that doesn't mean you can't change with the times or can't be fluid, but like you've got to fight for your spot. You've got to feel like whatever you're going to stand on, you have to stand on it like wholeheartedly, right? Like my grandfather and my parents are from deep South Alabama. My dad's high school was not integrated. Like my grandfather was a part of like the founders of the NAACP. He's the stories that could go on. Literally, they live on Owens Plantation. Like you come down, right down the hill, there's a sign that says Owens Street, Owens Plantation in Alexander City, Alabama. My dad, growing up, told me, he's like, you can't go certain places because they used to string them up. You know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Like, string them up?
Like
Hang them?
Yeah.
He's telling me that. And in fucking one generation, I'm hooking up with girls that, or he's like, oh, no, man, you might get a little trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, in one generation. So it's like, understanding that you have to be fluid, understanding that like you have to like fight for it. So when I tell people that I love this shit and that I'm like obsessed with progress, it's not because I think there's a finish line. I'm just like to the point where I understand that if I'm going to be to the potential where I think I can be, it's gonna be you or me. And it's not gonna be me. Right? Like if we're in a fucking foxhole right now, you will not outwork me. You will not push more than me. Like, I don't care. I send 1,000 DMs. I send 1,000 emails. I send 1,000 texts. I follow. I do whatever I fucking have to. And, like, I just feel like that part of it's being lost. And I think if you figure out your why, everything else kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's, like, my little 10 cents. And, yes, I love vintage. Shout out to our guy. Keep it gully vintage. Dila, shout out to the god.
He's the god. He's
I need to get a shirt so I can join the crew, dude.
You got
Or
$100.
at least a hat.
You got $100. You got $100. You got a buck.
Spot me 100.
You got a buck on it. Say Berto at the door, okay, or Tetris at the door. You're saying for that 10% discount.
Yeah. But I have a more like lighthearted question.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be fucked up. I don't know if you guys are gonna use this, but like
Greg, I know you, Greg. I already know
it's
everything's
fucked up.
fucked up.
Yikes.
So Black History Month is coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna play a game called Fuck, Marry, and Kill.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, Marry, Kill. The 3 choices. Okay.
Don't fucking say like Harriet Tubman or some
Absolutely
shit.
No, I was like,
Michelle Obama, Harriet Tubman.
Oh, what the?
Wait, let me finish. Just let me finish.
that shit was before. Can
Just
you
let
do
me
a little
finish.
bit more research?
Yeah, dude. Like something that I would actually want to have sex with.
Give me a
Jesus
second.
Christ.
Give me a second. You got Harriet Tubman, Michelle Obama, okay, and Beyonce. So who are you gonna kill? Who are you gonna fuck? And who are you gonna marry of those 3? Go.
I'm marrying Beyonce. That's for a fact.
Okay. So who are you gonna kill?
I mean, I'm gonna have to fuck Michelle Obama because
You're killing Harriet Tubman. You're getting.
this is a setup. This question is a setup because
Either way, you're a racist.
either way, I'm wrong. I'm a racist. I don't support black women. Like either way, we gotta snip this shit out because we gotta. That was a setup question from the beginning.
All right.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
We'll do another game. Okay. Oh my god, that just warmed my heart.
You ask him the.
How about I
Yeah.
just change it up completely, right?
Well, I have
Yeah.
one more reiteration of that question.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay.
What was it?
Fuck
Hitler.
marry, kill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go Disney princesses. Okay.
Bro, I have kids.
Bro,
like,
this is anime.
what is this?
What difference does that make?
Why can't you just give me like a Scarlett Johansson? Give me like a fucking. Give
Give me something to
What do
work
you
with.
mean? So you would
Disney. Disney.
So like you wouldn't fuck.
You gonna
the
ruin the
real life
mermaid
Ariel?
for me?
You wouldn't fuck the real life Little Mermaid?
Bro, but there's not
That
real
shit
life,
is
it's
mad
anime.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That's not-
yeah.
fucking the
Bro,
kid.
I'm not trying to be like on the sex offenders list.
Yo, like,
For-
all right. So
How
moving
could you
along.
be on
Look, we gave you one shot.
Yeah, we gave you
Actually,
one shot and you
We gave
literally
two.
ruined it.
All right. So
Damn it.
this is one of the questions that I had for you specifically
Mhm.
before we get into the end of the questions. Or actually, I had two questions. One is a funny one. Not funny, but so if you could bring back one club in Miami, what would it be? Think hard because we had a lot of good clubs, especially in 2011, 2012, 2006 to like 2000, into Peach Fuzz. There was a lot of,
I only have one.
you can only pick one for one night. If you could bring back any club, it could be any style, it doesn't matter if it's Spanish, English, it doesn't matter. It's hard. I'll give you three. If you could bring back three. There's a lot of good ones that shut down.
Number one, Boulevard Cafe.
Let's go.
Boulevard Cafe.
Yo, people don't understand. The party in Boulevard
Boulevard
was
Cafe.
stupid. It was stupid.
Boulevard, 100%.
$25, the best fucking DJ, the best music, the best shootouts, the
100%.
best everything.
Like
The best fades.
we used
Not
to,
even niggas used to get shot. There was no
Hey,
fades.
what are you talking about? No, I was
No,
I was on everyone's daughter back then. I actually met my ex-girlfriend there,
Nice.
ironically. So Boulevard, we used to like drive from Tallahassee on spring break and make it there for Saturday open bar
Oof.
and just get fucking hammered. And the one thing, the like allure to Spanish clubs for non-Americans and like my friends and I, is that people dance.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'll never forget the first time I danced like Dimbo with some chick. I was like, "Is this okay? Like, I'm fucking killing this chick right now." And I'm fucking beating.
You're like one of them Haitians that be fucking.
Like, bro, I wasn't even on beat. I was just like, man.
Just humping her.
She was just like, bacala, bacala, bacala.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, lady, you have met your match.
Arcangel was he had that's when he had
Yeah,
his,
that was his era.
run.
Yeah.
That was his
But in
era.
that club, yo, it was
was
one
my
of the
shit.
best. It was DJ Liquid. He's still in Miami, but
Not
He used
Sheriff,
to-
bro.
oh, Sheriff.
Yeah,
But
Sheriff,
Liquid will
bro.
open. I
Yeah,
think
it
for
was
him.
DJ Lobo, DJ Sheriff, because I know Sheriff.
Yeah, Sheriff
is,
was. Son.
Sheriff is Tati Trent's wife.
Yeah.
Her cousin.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
So like that's how we all got close. Was become Boulevard Nights. So Bully definitely number one. Number two.
This is a tough one.
I
I know I got my three.
gotta go Purdy Lounge.
Ah, that was three for me though.
Yeah, I gotta go Purdy. And then number three, it's either that club that had the airplane or Peach Fuzz.
Skyline or Peach Fuzz.
Skyline or Peach Fuzz, because like Peach Fuzz. Actually, you know what? Peach Fuzz definitely not Skyline.
All right, so
Peach Fuzz.
we have the same list. It's just a different order.
Yeah, so
Because Peach Fuzz for me was number two.
Peach Fuzz, the fucking
Man.
feeling, like I don't think when I found out about it, ironically, like the girl I just broke up with, or we broke up, like we also used to go there, and I remember her telling me about it. It was like, she's like, yeah, I can't tell you about this place because Instagram didn't like exist.
That shit didn't
like
exist.
that.
It exists, but it wasn't big. Like
But
people were still on
iPhone-
Facebook.
Only iPhone users,
Yeah,
had it, right?
yeah.
So I was like, okay, so like, you didn't know about how lit this shit was. People weren't into taking pictures out. It still was just like we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Now it's like everyone like puts a story, everyone takes a picture and shit. Back then it was just like, oh, let's just have a good time. So I remember getting in there and I remember like, damn, like Berto has a pretty nice sized house, and I remember like the hallway or like that first floor, like when you come in, like where the bar is, this is like bigger than like if you took off the wall right here, like this would be
The Peach Fuzz?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is way bigger.
But this is not my house, so it's the studios.
Yeah, do say studios.
Café con leche studios.
Spanish word studios.
2 strikes.
Yo, my boy's on the roll.
So
you ain't never coming in another band.
I remember just being like, holy shit, this is fucking lit. And I remember being in Miami, and I felt like all of the people that were like sneakerheads or like culture aficionados knew each other. There. And like, I would go and I'd be like, holy shit, this is like a party made for us. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you don't have to worry about people stepping on your shit because everyone's wearing hot shit. So people are like really like,
careful.
Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was cool. That was the feeling you got there of like.
And it was only a Friday night.
Yeah, it was.
The party was a Friday night. I mean, they had Grand Central and all that, but the party was a Friday night.
Yeah, it made you feel like. So I've met Berto many times before I met Berto, because of Peach Fuzz. You know what I'm saying? Like
a match made in heaven.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things where it was like, you like fly shit, I like fly shit. Let's be friends. You kind of have women. You kind of have women. We're talking friends here, right? We're being PG here, or like R-rated, whichever one you want to go with. And we thought we became cool. So like that would be my top 3 for sure.
I agree with you. Different order, but I would definitely do Bully. Peach Fuzz was my second one, and but yeah.
Not el otro.
You want to just?
Yeah, you
cool.
have it.
So I mean, I had one more, but we'll cut it short.
Yeah.
Niggas like, yeah, let's not talk about that time. Anything else you want to say?
No, didn't you have
Bro, what the fuck? Are you not gonna ask another question?
No, didn't you have?
No. Yeah, we got the little game. You know, a little game at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. So
yeah,
we can just do that. That's fine.
All right, cool. So obviously, we always end it on a good note.
Obviously.
You know, since
what's up? You come here often?
No, I don't.
I'm taken.
Give me 6 feet.
So we just ended on a good note, and we'll just ask 3 to 4 quick questions, and whatever comes to mind, just answer it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good at that.
So this one is just going to be fill in the blank.
Okay.
All right. So whatever comes to mind, just fill in the blank. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
You up first. All right. So I am my best when
making music.
Okay. I always regret not
swiping right.
Fuck.
Yikes.
Oh my God. All right. This one could be relevant because you're very close to your mom. Okay. I thank my mom for teaching me how to.
Thanking my mom for something.
I thank my mom for teaching me how to
smile. To keep it light, in the biggest compliment of a man is how well the woman next to him can smile.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
And without romance, romance has no chance. If she don't do her nails, then her pussies probably stink.
What
the? Is this a rap?
I thought you were gonna just drop a bar because it started off pretty good, but I don't know where the hell the pussy stink came from. Yeah, well, I mean, but you know what? You're like on a roll already. You're like on start 7, so it's
I'm
cool.
Being serious. Without finance, romance has no chance.
Yeah, but then that other shit you said,
you said if she doesn't take care of her nails, then she probably doesn't take care of everything else.
That's not what you said, though.
Yeah, I know, but I was just paraphrasing.
All right, last one. When I'm excited, I grab my. Dog,
I'm trying my best to be a good sport about this. Okay, and you're being a jerk right now. What was it?
When I'm excited, I grab my.
God.
We all know what you wanted to say.
Damn it.
I mean, we all say our nuts, but
when I'm excited, I grab. I'm gonna be different here.
It could be.
And not say what you thought I was gonna say. When I'm excited, I grab my earlobes. I just go to town.
All right. Well, appreciate you. Thank you. For supposed to be a quick 60 seconds, and you definitely took like 6 minutes.
Okay, you want to run it back? I can do it better.
No, that's cool. Go ahead and so we go with you to wrap it up. Same thing. So fill in the blank, Willie. Big Willie. All right. I only take advice from
the universe.
Okay. First thought that comes to mind in the morning when I wake up is
I'm gonna be straight up. It's anxiety.
I thought I was gonna go a different way. I did.
No matter how hard life gets, I'm always
Thankful.
And if money wasn't an issue, I would
Travel. I mean, that's basic as fuck, but like,
Well, you're a basic bitch. That's cool.
if money wasn't an issue, you said?
Yeah, money. If money wasn't an issue, what would you do? That can go so broad.
Yeah, that's
That
like
can go so. No, but in a good way, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that, your answer could be whatever you want it to be, but
I would change lives. I said change lives. I don't want travel's basic as fuck.
I'll add one more, just for both of you. If you can have a 30-minute conversation with your past self, I'm sorry, read that back. Would you rather have a 30-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
Past.
Pass.
How past we going?
Past.
Like
It
children?
could be your child. It could be your childhood. Anything that's before
The
your
past. Like, bro, create Google, create all kinds of shit.
Well, I mean, that's easy to say though, but
With the knowledge that I have now.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna have the knowledge. Well,
Yeah, that's the whole point.
yeah. So, but you would
Talk to my future self would be for me to figure out like where I end up, so I can kind of like maybe like not make the same mistakes and then go forward. And then like talking to my past, I could give myself hella insight, and I'll be.
I wouldn't even like if I had a conversation with my younger self, I would just be like, don't sweat the small stuff.
That's good because that can go so far.
Yeah, just don't
Mental.
sweat
It
the
can
small
go. It can go. It can take you. It can mean so many different things for so many different things.
stuff. Takes
Is that greedy of me? You want to like teach myself how to like invest?
It's like, teach yourself how to be a millionaire, you fucking idiot. This crypto's coming, all right? Crypto's coming.
Buy everything.
Buy
Ethereum.
low, sell high. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm here listening to fucking P. Diddy and the Family and the City Player.
Watching Dragon Ball Z on Saturday mornings.
I was never a Dragon Ball Z fan. I don't know why I never got into that.
Bro, I definitely had the Dragon Ball Z button-ups with the flea market sweats.
Yeah.
I remember my mom almost bought me a button up in the flea market.
Did you say yikes?
Yeah.
That was
I can like
fly
picture him in the room like, God.
Dude, that was fly shit. I used to have
Them chinos.
braids on one side and like let the other side hang, and then like wear like a scully with like the little fucking thing on top, and then the button up with like the sweatpants, shorts or sweats, and then like maybe white on whites or G Unit sneakers.
I see. Your parents have money.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it on this note.
Must be nice.
What can we look forward to? King Tetris. Talk to me about
what's
King
coming
Tetris.
up? What's coming
Next
up?
album,
All right, so
shows, drop
yes.
it on there.
Check. We're going to rapper mode now.
Yeah.
So I am
You hear the deep
on
voice.
the Rookie of the Year tour.
Okay.
And what that means is like Rookie of the Year, think like NBA Live, NBA Jam, Miami Arena, pretty much like the architect of what it means to be from Miami. But Dwayne Wade's a Hall of Famer, right? What is it? How hard would it be for the city to give the key to someone else that isn't like them? What if that person doesn't sound like that? What if that person doesn't play like Dwayne Wade, right? You have to snatch that crown.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do some shit that's going to make us say,
Crown me king.
crown me king.
Check.
Right? So we are doing Rookie of the Year, and it's going to be 12 songs. We've got some cool features. And it basically is just like my party that says, I don't give a fuck if you think Miami is just strictly Rick Ross. I don't give a fuck if you think it's strictly Trick Daddy. I am literally going to wrap circles around every
Whoever
single
wanted.
person. If any smoke that you want, King of the City, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of like moving on my own thing and saying I'm going to be unapologetic about being myself. So Rookie of the Year is coming. We're turning everything in at the end of February. So hopefully March, early April, we'll kind of move towards that. Streams are going up, followings be coming up. Everything's kind of moving in the right direction. And the debut single for it's going to be called King of the City. And we'll have 3 concepts on there. I'll have something about hope, fate, destiny.
Destiny just dropped. Check.
Yeah.
Just
First date, it's about destiny. You ain't got no AC, but you got an OnlyFans. I'm supposed to be loyal when I'm not your only man. You know what I mean? Miami shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna be talking a whole bunch of Miami things and kind of just making sure everybody understands that like I've taken this past year to learn how to rap, and it's going to be bad. It's gonna be
in a good way.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly in a good way.
Like it's gonna be one of those things where people are gonna like no matter what after listening to it, you'll say like, "Holy shit,
Yeah,
that fucking guy raps."
like where the fuck have you been?
Where have I been? So I got a show on Saturday, but probably by the time this airs, it'll be long and gone. But this will be a streak of 13.
Where's the show?
This will be at Roots Cava in Wynwood. This will be our 13th in a row sold out show. So hopefully, get to 20, 25, and maybe people will start listening. So,
all right, yo. So check.
Check.
King Tetrus came
Check,
through to bless the studios.
Non-alcoholic.
We appreciate you coming through, King. Many blessings, peace and blessings. Check out the show if you're in Miami. It'll be in Wynwood. Episode number 7, ladies and gentlemen. As always, it's your boy Berto.
Boy, Will.
King Tetris, check.
Thanks for tuning in. Episode 7. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you follow my boy. Follow his music. Follow the vibes. And you already know, man. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.
Hey, you come here often?
Only on Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, I'm Greg.
Yeah, don't worry. That'll be your last time, Greg.
Yeah. You're literally banned from this place. Yeah.
Yo, so I know you're not going to just come to the studios and not bless us with a quick little 16.
A little ting.
Yo, Will, throw some on for me.
Yeah, I got you.
Little ting.
I had to set up.
Yeah. Check. Yo, King Tetris, that soft-spoken black token. Everything is out of tokens. Let's go. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Check. It goes like this. Check. Fuck it. Man, it's crazy what could happen if you focus. My life picture perfect, but my lens out of focus. My living icon through this Nikon. A city homie snapped a cannon. He cried when he think about what happened. Cause in this life, you either feast or you famine. So medium rare is how I eat my salmon. Every night I sit and write. Went from dark horse to white knight. A King Arthur at the round table. See the perfect ending to all of my fables. Best wishes to ex-bitches and all of the haters. Yo, my past I call truths. Worry about my sins later. Yo, the progress that I've made. See, I'm simply in awe. See, perfection ain't real, embracing all my flaws. All you niggas flaws, so the chains that you flaunt. Respect is expensive, but it can't be bought. Type of shit that I'm on, yo, I can't be taught, See, everything I rock is vintage. See, I'm an old man with a young man's spirit. Everything is prolific. Everything I say in a rap, no, I lived it. Money makes a difference. When you start to act different, holy is my spirit. I hope the heavens hear it. No more lies, it's time to tell the truth. Check. Rookie of the year, know what's coming soon. Check.